Hello, and now we are lucky enough to be joined by Megan Orvis with Windermere Homes and Estates. Hi, Megan. How are you?
I'm great, Angie. How are you?
Good. So tell me the burning question, what made you decide to become a realtor?
Real estate was a natural choice for me. My mother and I have been partners for 15 years, and she's been a realtor since 1982. So I feel like I sort of learned by osmosis through the years. You know, I helped her with her farming. I understand the business. And as an adult, when I graduated from college, I have a degree in business and started thinking about what do I want to do, what am I passionate about. I love real estate. I love Rancho Bernardo. I love San Diego. And what better job than to sell real estate and homes to people who want to make a life here.
Wonderful. So tell me, how are you different than other realtors?
I think first and foremost, obviously I work with my mother, so people already have a trust there because they know that we're experienced and that we listen. Another thing that we do that I think makes us different is we know what our specialties are, what our areas of specialty are. And one thing, when we take a listing, we always use a stager, always. And I should probably define that for you because staging, people think we bring in a bunch of furniture. What we do is we bring in a designer who, you know, we don't live in our homes the way we sell our homes, and that is a distinction that people need to know. And it's also good insulation when we bring in a stager because it says it's not us saying that something's not right about a home, but it's just saying we want to put your best foot forward from first step. And I think that makes us different because that is part of it. We do not charge for that. It's part of our marketing, and I think that makes us different.
That's wonderful. I haven't heard that before, and I firmly agree that, yeah, staging is very important. Okay, so you've been telling me about escrows for education. What made you start this? What is it? How did it come to fruition?
Okay, I'm about as local as they come because I have been in Poway Unified School District. I will name them specifically because that is our district here where we primarily work. But I was K through 12 through Poway Unified, and when people think about San Diego, for example, when I go out into, let's say, out of state, and they say, where are you from? If I say I'm from Rancho Bernardo, I'm from Poway, people have no idea what I'm talking about. I say I'm from San Diego, they get that. However, when people relocate to San Diego or when they look to buy a home in San Diego, many times people look at the school districts. And there's no secret that our Poway Unified School District is top-notch. So I like to give back. It's something we believe in because that drives our market. It makes us successful. It keeps people wanting to move here. So why not support the schools? I'm the foundation president for Westwood Elementary School, and foundations are nonprofit, 501c3 nonprofit organizations that raise money for the schools to bridge that gap between what the schools need to keep them competitive and what the government actually gives them. And what I've done is taken a word of mouth program where I give back to the schools with each closing that has a family or one of their referrals involved. I give back to the schools with each closing, and it's that simple. But what I've done is take a word of mouth program and create a brand around that says, hey, this is who I am. I give back to the schools because they're important to me. And it satisfies the parent in me, the foundation president in me that knows that it's a good program, and the businesswoman that knows, hey, I want to give back to the schools, but obviously I need to generate a business to be able to give back to the greatest extent.
Absolutely. Now tell me, I was reading one of the circumstances that you were in, you I think had donated an iPad or something like that for an auction item.
Yes. And
you realized that the amount of money you spent buying the iPad, you got less for it in the auction.
Yes,
so you
perfect.
figured, why don't I just donate the money to the school so they get more out of it? And I was really kind of taken back by that. Like, that is so true.
Yeah, it's perfect example. Yeah, I donated a Kindle, actually. I spent about $200 on that Kindle. The school made $120. So again, foundation president in me says, great, $120 for a school, awesome. You know, as a buyer at an auction, I'm like, Kindle for $120, awesome. But as a business owner, I'm thinking, wow, I just spent $200 for a school to get $120. So a very natural way to do this is to say, hey, I could give you $150. I get 25%, they get 25% more, and I spend 25% less and I can do more for the schools.
Absolutely. So escrows for education, so how does it work? So someone does a deal with you, escrow closes, and then you go ahead and make the donation to the school, or?
Basically what I'm doing here, and this is just as a business model, marketing money. Where do you want to spend your money? Do you want to farm a neighborhood of strangers just because they're in a geographic spot and be a specialist? No, I don't. We do farming. I shouldn't say we don't do it. We absolutely do it. We cast a net. But this is something I'm passionate about. So the way that this works is I'm looking for opportunities. Basically, I just want a chance to interview for a job. And I'd like for the schools to understand that if I get that job through working with a family or a referral, grandparents need to move. Certainly have plenty of places to move the grandparents. Even out of state, I could refer. But the point is that if I get an opportunity and when I get that job, at closing I will donate money. I should also mention that I have a couple other things within my program. It's got some moving parts to it. But the schools at the end of the year that do give me the most opportunities, the top 3 schools will also get donations made, because I feel like I need to, I don't know the word.
Show your appreciation.
Yeah, I just feel like you need to reinforce the behavior. If someone's giving me an opportunity to get a job, I love that. I want to reinforce that. If I don't get the job, hey, that's on me. Mm-hmm. So I just want an opportunity to interview and do some business and give some money to the schools.
It's a win-win situation.
Absolutely.
So tell me quickly, Megan, as we wrap up, how would someone find out more about Escrows for Education or contact you?
Well, I have a escrowsforeducation.com, and it's escrows with the number 4.com, and we can go there and register and say what their favorite schools are, what they would elect to, and just get some more information there about kind of the inner workings of the program.
Awesome, exciting stuff. Next up, we have Alicia Sorber Galagos with 2 Men and a Truck.